Good
morning to you, Chris. It's really not a good morning for the people of Kobiri here next to the Kakande Church that is off the road heading towards Mulago roundabout. But if you know the traffic lights that have just been mounted off Gayaza Road and this side of Bombo Road, just a stone throw from there is where there is an unfortunate incident of the fire that began around 4 a.m. here along the Bombo Road. This is Crown House. For you who is well versed with Bombo Road, it's, the fire has been raging on from as early as 4 a.m. according to eyewitnesses here. People have lost property worth millions of money. I'm talking about motor vehicles that have been already destroyed, as we're going to be seeing as we head towards the site where the fire already is still raging on. And for you who is walking around this place, just know that you have now to come and secure your property, because at least you can see some property that has already been saved here by some people who came in so early to help and put off the fire. But I can assure you that the fire is still raging on as we move towards the place behind Crown House where the motor garage is, and firefighters have been trying to put off the fire. Those firefighters from Uganda Police, the Fire and Rescue Division of the Uganda Police, have been trying to put off the fire. But according to the people here, that they are telling me that the vehicles have been coming and they've been losing water and they have to wait again. And as you're going to see, there is no activity at least going on now. Some of the people here are those who are working at this garage, while others are just onlookers. But before I speak to them, I'm going to first take you to the scene of the fire incident that is behind the Crown House, where fire broke out as early as 4 a.m. And this is just along the Bombo Road coming from the traffic lights of Kobiri roundabout. And this is an unfortunate incident happening here at the Bombo Road behind Crown House. At this side, the firefighters have been trying to put off the fire, but up to now it's still raging on. This is the furniture that has been lost, but also the vehicles that were brought for the works at this motor garage are now been burnt to nothing to save from this incident here of the fire. Many vehicles here, as far as the camera can go, have been lost to the fire. But if you know that you brought your vehicle for works here at the Crown House, just know that all the vehicles that were brought here for works have been burnt to nothing has been saved here. I'm choking on the smoke that's coming from this fire, but I can assure you that even the long trucks here, all the vehicles that were brought behind the vehicles that were brought at this particular workshop, all of them have been lost because the fire broke out around 4 a.m. and no one was here to save the people from this particular incident. I'm going to be speaking to some of the people here to give me an eyewitnesses, but first of all, let me first engage the chairman, Sentebe w'ekitundu kino atwala abantu bawano sebo yimireko wano eno tubeeko emboozi gye tunyumyamu wano sebo nga kibi nnyo ekituuse wano.
Mutawaana gw'amaanyi, nnyonjego y'amaanyi ogutuuse ku bantu bange, ku bantu b'ekitundu kino sebo.
Omuliro guno mutwandiyatageza okumanya gwatandise ssaawa nga mmeka?
Omuliro guno gutandise ssaawa 10 ez'ekiro. Ffe tumanyiddwa ssaawa 10 ez'ekiro ne tukubira n'enkubira ki ne tukubira aba fire brigade. Olwaleero batuyambye aba fire brigade bajjidde mu budde, naye engeri wano gye libadde ekkolero waliwo galagi babajjirawo, omuliro gubadde gwokya ku sipiidi ya kika kya waggulu nnyo esebo.
Oyogedde ku galaji eno, mulimu mmotoka ngambi kubanga ndaba amaaso gye gakoma okulaba emmotoka zikyajja mujjiriddemu emmotoka 11. Emmotoka 11 zezikoze ekize ezijjiriddemu.
Esebo.
Abantu abo ennaku zibula 5 zokka bakolera wano bakola abantu nga bameka bakolera wano kubanga kati ebule ennaku 5 zokka abantu batuke mu Sekukulu bandisubide nti oba yalese emmotoka agenda basasula ssente zaabwe tegenda kusoboka
kati era nnaku y'amaanyi nnyo lwa nsonga wabadde wakuŋŋaanya ekika ky'abantu bangi nnyo abadde bakolera wano ng'era bw'olaba abantu bali mu maziga bali mu biwoobe bali mu kukaaba ng'amamotoka galagi emmotoka tezibadde zaabwe abalala kano gunzitannagusa
kakati naye ngaokusuubira gwavudde ku ki masannyalaze
omuliro kigambika wabaddewo omukyala abadde akuŋŋaanya ssente z'abantu ez'ekibiina kaakati ssente zabadde zakugabanwa jjo kati bwe bwatuuse olwajjo lwe abantu babadde balina okufuna ssente zaabwe n'abagamba ssente teziriiwo n'awaako abamu abalala n'atabawa kaakati abantu ne beewera nti bagenda kukola ki era kirowoozeka nti abamu ku bataafunye ssente zaabwe abadde balina okufuna ssente zaabwe eza December bandibanga be bakoleezezza essebo omuliro guno bwe kiteeberezebwa
abantu abo bamanyi balinga bameka okunoonyeza kwatandise dda naawe okumanya we bali
era abamu poliisi babadde bamaze okukwasibwa poliisi abamu ku balowoozebwa n'omukyala yennyini abadde akuŋŋaanya ssente era ali mu mikono gya poliisi yamufunye dda kwate naye awonye kufa abadde asuulira ddala wano wennyini awakutoba bamuyita Lucy Nakakaawa essebo ssente zibadde zisuubira zibadde mu miliyoni 4 kubanga abantu abakolera wano babadde mu 8 ababadde bakolera awo mu 8 ku 100 okusinziira ku kyennina ku batuuze bange Kawuma Juma chairman Mukwenda zone ku 2 essebo
kibinyo ekituusewo of course Kawuma Juma ssentebe wa Mukwenda zone 1 Makerere ku 2 but what I can confirm to you is that the chairman is telling me that at least 11 vehicles have been lost in this inferno that broke out around 4 a.m. Police firefighters have been trying to put off the fire, but the fire is still raging on, and some of the people here are reporting that the police it doesn't have enough water to cool off and put off this fire that broke out around 4 a.m. Your eyes can go as far as they can go, and the camera can go. The fire is still going on here at behind the Crown House Motor Workshop, and I know there are some people who have been also having carpentry workshops here around the COVID, but some of them have been able to save at least a lot of property after the fire broke out. Like where we are standing now, it has been a carpentry workshop, but much of the property that has been lost is that of the motor vehicles that were brought here for works, and up to now you can see if it's already coming to 8 a.m. but the fire broke out at around 4 a.m. and the police firefighters have not been able to completely put off the fire. There is a long vehicle here. It's a Fuso truck that has also been burnt. You can see that Fuso truck has also been burnt here. The tires are all deflated, but all of the tires are already burnt, but also the four of this Fuso truck is also burnt to ashes. As you can see, if you know that you had brought your vehicle here for works ahead of the festive season, so that you can also be able to move towards the upcountry areas to participate in the Christmas festivities, just know that you could be one of the people who have lost your vehicle, and means that you also don't have a good Christmas. Let me get again to the people here, the onlookers. Some of the people are the ones who work around this particular place to let me know whether what kind of property they've lost. I know there are some people who are just people who cook food for the people who work from here, but also there are those who work in this motor garage and other carpentry workshops. They And I know for now, just 5 days to Christmas, they must be counting losses, and I don't know how they'll be able to go through this festive season. And this loss means that at least many of them will not have a good festive season, but also a few days from now, just a month from now, you know it will be school fees time, and you can imagine if you've lost such property at your daily workshop, you know what that could mean, that you've lost a lot of money. Ngenda kubanga nsemberera abantu bano. Of course, UPDF and the police are here to keep guard so that no property is lost. Abakyala bano balabika nga be bamu ku bantu abakolerawo mu kafo kano. Omukyalo ono ndaba akaaba, balabika nga be bamu ku bakolera wano. Maama nga mulabye nnyo n'omuliro.
Kitalo munnaye tulabye.
Mubadde mukolerawo ngamukolerawo.
Badde tulondawo laba bandi.
Waliwo bakolera entebe.
Yesebo. Twali tulonderawo laba bandi nga tukolera mukama waffe.
Wangi maama.
Yaweerera abaana baffe ne mu covid yenna abadde atukwatiridde.
Aliwa yina bumwogerako.
Mukama waffe meneja.
Joseph. Yennyini gundi akayidde. Yennyini kampani yabadde n'ebintu bingi.
Mulinga bameka abakolera wano?
Ffe tusooka mukazi nga asatu. Ffenna tuli bakyala, ffe tukola eyo kampani. Tulonda Rababani, ayina n'ebirala byakoli. Rababani yayina wagitwala. Ntwala eri babayindi.
Abadde azijja ku kampuni n'amaana ne tuzilonda wano ne tuzirongoosa n'amaana azizaayo ye bakama be.
Kati mutegeddeko omuliro guno ku kyavudde.
Tetunaba kutegeera. Tetumanyi tubeera wala tetumanyi kyekyali.
Oyogedde kuwa ebibiina?
Tetumanyi bya kibiina.
Okay, ka wandise
tufiiriddwa nnyo ku kitundu kyaffe kinene, ebintu byaffe. Ndi mutuuze wa kuneeno nga ndi mwana wa kuno, nzaaliddwa kuneeno, n'omuliro guze nga gututawaanya nnyo, gutusumbuwa. Abantu tetumanyi lwaki ku kitundu kyaffe kino mu Kwenda zooni omuliro gutulumba nnyo wano ku bbiri. Tubonaabona olw'omuliro ne gujja mu busonga bwe naffe bwe tuba nga tutegeera. Ne tusaba gavumenti etuyambeko ku bantu abafiiriddwa, ebintu byabwe tusobole okujeebera, kubanga emmotoka z'abantu ziyidde, ebintu byabwe biyidde. Tufiiriddwa ebintu bingi nnyo, naye tusaba Katonda atuyambe, atubeererewo ku lw'abantu baffe. Batuuze bannange mwenna saba Katonda atuyambe, atugumize wamu, abeere wamu naffe. Katonda ajja kutaasa ekizibu kineeno, kubanga tetumanyi lwaki kijja buli mwaka. Omwaka oguwedde, omwaka twali tuyingira omwaka, omuliro ne gujja era ne gutwokya mu kitundu kyaffe waneeno. Kakati guno omwaka tubadde tugenda mu nnaku nkulu era omuliro gutulumbye. Tusaba Katonda atuyambe, ebintu by'abantu biyidde, emmotoka, ssente, buli kimu kyonna. Bintu omuliro we gukwata abantu bangi bafiirwa, kubanga wano wabeerawo famire z'abantu, ng'omuntu afiirwa okuva wano waasula ne mu kyalo gy'abeera. Tusaba gavumenti etuyambe, maama Nabbanja mutuyambe musobole okujja mutaase omuliro guno ogugudde wano, kubanga oli wa mu area muneeno, obeera muneeno, era nkusaba otuyambe otuukeko waneeno. Amanya gange ze amanyire Abani nga ndi mutuuze wa kuneeno. Saba Katonda atukulembere atekewo ekisa n'okwa.
But of course that is one of the eyewitnesses, some of the residents who are around this place, but also some of the people who work around this particular furniture workshop, but also the motor garage, who have either lost property or have been working around this particular place. Kanonyeko omuntu omulala ng'omu babiri abakolera mu kitundu kino, bayinza okuba nga bategedde, bayinza okuba nga bakolera wano. Brother ogamba oti okolera wano? Okay, njala kulaba bakolera ddala waneeno, ooli awo bo be bamanyi ekituufu. Omwami ono alabika okuba nga wa mu katundu kano. Ssebo nga kibi ekibatuuseeko?
Kibi nnyo nnyo, nze mbadde nvuga fuseeyo. Eyidde naye olw'ensonga omuliro gugikwatiriza ng'eryewo.
Wagirese difuso?
Mbadde nva kukola enaggulu, ngenda kujjayo awo bintu by'abatimbi. Neyeesanga nti waliwo polopera neebuukayo, engeri gye wabadde nga waliwo ndowooza akasozi neebuukayo. Ebuuseeyo saawa ezo ne ŋŋamba kansooke ŋŋende eri tubaddeawo nga bunaatera okujja ssaawa nga 10 omusajja n'ajja n'akonkona wali kube gye mbadde mu batimbi wali najja n'akonkona n'agamba emmotoka zijja tugenza okutuuka nga emmotoka zikoze eki ng'emmotoka ziyidde nga tetukyalina kyakuzza nga tetukyasobola emmotoka ne zikwata omuliro nga tuziraba wekityo wekibadde.
Gwe wootuukidde wano osanze galaji ebaddemu emmotoka nga mmeka zisobola okuba nga ziyidde?
Emmotoka zibaddemu ziwera ne 15 zibadde ziwera ne 15 kuba ntuuse nze ngenza okutuukawo ssaawa 7 ng'emmotoka nga tewanabaawo tabbu yonna.
Kati mu mbeera eno eriwo emmotoka ogireese kiro g'omu ofiiriddwa embeera zinaku za nnaku nkulu nnaku 5 omuntu kaseera kano wandibadde ofuna ssente oba oli alina byogenda okutambuza mu mmotoka eyo embeera eno egenda kuyisa etya ne mukama wenyininyini?
Embeera ne mukama wange azze embeera ebadde y'amaziga nnyo ya biboobe nnyo etuyisizza bubi nnyo era simanyi kye tugenda kukola nange omulimu mbadde n'akagufuna mwezi just gumu yiye emmotoka neeyo nejja neggwawo. Kiseka Medi.
Okay, ndowooza omukyalo ono yaba asembayo kubanga y'omu ku bantu abakolera wano.
Simanyi nakumanya
Mama nga
kibi kyatuuseeko munnange.
Bamwe mbadde mulina ekibiina wano kyemuterekamu ensimbi.
Ekibiina saakibaddemu nze ndi neiba wano naye banne baffe ababaddewo badde bateekamu ssente abamu.
Naye waddewo obutakkaanya mu bannakibiina.
Ssente baazigabye bubi mu bantu ekuvuddeko obutabanguko buno bwonna bwe mulaba obutabanguko obwo ekuvudde omulo guno busungu bw'abantu ssente abamu bagabakamu tebafunye abamu baafunye ekuvudde kalimanywera ndowooza oyo. Tuli bayitiri babakolerawo tuli bangi
musoba 50
basukirawo ddala maliyo abantu yonna nga boogirabye yonna eweddewo.
Nze ndabyeko mmotoka zokka aliko NTV essaawa eno nyinza omubulya biki ebirala bikolebwa awantu
bingi bifudde bingi entebe z'abantu bingi byesobola nakwogera byonna bifudde olunaku olwo ekiro kikeseza olwaleero. Tuli mu maziga
ennaku zino nkulu tugenda mu Ssekukkulu nakumalako omwaka ebula ennaku 5 zokka mu mbeera eno eriwo abantu bafiiriddwa emaali yaabwe. Ssekukkulu erabika nga embeera egenda kuba nzibu nnyo eri abantu
era nzibu nnyo eri abantu afiiriddwa emaali yaabwe olunaku kyakwogera setukirina tuli mu maziga ameerere g'abantu.
Amaziga Makerere, people are just wailing here. They've lost property, they've lost hope because a lot of property. As I wind up this conversation on the ground here, let me take you back to the scene of the fire outbreak where at least millions of property has been lost here in this inferno that broke out around 4 a.m. At least for you who is just watching us here on Morning at NTV, just know that if you are amongst the people who brought your vehicle, who had paid for furniture from this particular place behind Crown House along the Kubiri, after the Kubiri roundabout along the Bombo Road, just know that your hopes of finding anything should be 0 out of 10 because at least many vehicles inside there have already been burnt to ashes as well as furniture. Here at the Crown House there is a furniture workshop but also a motor garage that has caught fire. One of the people who I'm told is running the press premises here is just here waiting because he's seeing a lot of property that has been lost.
Sad moment, yeah.
You're live on NTV. Maybe you can let us know. I know it's a sad morning, but are you part of the people operating from here?
Of course, for me, I have a residence up there. I have a residence up there because that's where my parents are. That's where they stay. They just called me from my place. I stay in Kasangat. They called me that fire had gutted the garage near my mom's residence. So I had to drive in to come in at around 5. I arrived at this place at 5.
Some people have spoken to down there. They've been telling me that maybe there is a wrangle happening around this particular place, maybe in the leadership of
Actually, regarding the wrangles, I don't know. I really don't know exactly. I can't tell. Of course, I can't tell. I can't tell. There could be wrangles, but I can't tell.
It's a festive season. Many people are now expected at least to get something out of this particular place. This is going to be a hard festive season for them, right?
Of course, it will be hard because, as I tell you, maybe they could have had a circle. They could have saved. Maybe they had savings, of which they had to come and sit and try to share the savings they had kept. But I don't know exactly. This is a story I'm hearing also. I'm just learning about it right now.
Finally, for you, in such instances, fire outbreaks, people have been complaining that the firefighters are here, but they don't have enough water. What should be done for safety?
No, in fact, for me, first of all, I thank the firefighters. They have really done their work. Because, first of all, by the time I arrived there at 5, we had already 3 firefighter lorries which were here already here, fire brigades, and they're all on the ground. They have been working tiresomely. They ran out of water, they have come back again with another round. They are trying their level best to put the fire out. Although we have lost property, most of the cars you can see them there. We have lost billions and billions which have been lost here. People's property have been lost. As you saw a gentleman crying around. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Your name, sir?
I'm Charles Rwanga.
Charles Rwanga, it's very unfortunate. This is what is happening here at the Bombo Road, just after the Kubiri traffic lights. Police firefighters are here on the ground, though some people are saying that they delayed to come. As you can see, fire is still raging on. It's now getting more clearer where we are able to ascertain at least how many vehicles have been burnt. I see officers here from the Uganda Police Fire and Rescue Division of the Uganda Police. At least here I can do a quick count of the vehicles that have been burnt to ashes. Whether they were in good condition before they were brought here, or whether they were scrap. At least I can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14, 15. I can at least here assure you that I can count at least 15 vehicles that have been burnt from this particular place. As you can see there on the picture of you, fire and rescue services of the Uganda Police. At least here you are sure that you were able to see what the wreckage of the fire that has been left here. If I can speak to one of the firefighters, he is Fande. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
So about this incident, I know it's your duty, but I know waking up so early and just to speak to us. You are the firefighter from Uganda Police Fire and Rescue Division of the Uganda Police. What can you tell us for now, live on Morning at NTV?
Okay, for now, they raised us at night when it was coming in the morning that there's fire break near Kubiri. We came actually with almost 6 vehicles, fire trucks, fight the fires, but we have tried to contain the fire. We tried to stop the fire not to advance to the high-rise building. But for now, almost 14 vehicles have got burnt, plus some furniture. They had the workshop furniture and a store of some, a store of
sponge.
Yes, sponge, store of a sponge and rubber bands. But we are still fighting the fires, and the only challenge we are facing is the water. We are drawing water from very far.
And that's the complaint from the people that you are taking long to put off the fire.
Yeah, we tried. We have an hydrant at Wise, but there's no pressure. For now, vehicles are going to fire headquarters. They draw water, then they come back.
There are people who are working in these offices. For now, it's very, very difficult for them to work from these premises. And you as police, I know you could be advising them otherwise. But how sure are we that the fire will not be spreading to the buildings and the houses that are neighboring this place? Yeah,
you have seen we are still containing, we are still fighting fire. And we have stopped all the occupants to be outside until we contain the fire. We shall give them a go-ahead when we have seen the situation as calm down.
Can we confirm now that the fire hasn't yet spread into the residences and the offices near this place?
Yes, the resident, we have contained the fire. We stopped the fire to spread to the permanent structure, only at the makeshift structure which has got burnt. But the permanent structure we have contained.
I've also been told by the people here, witnesses, that you have arrested some people. You know, you are from the fire, but that some of them were part of the people either trying to smuggle, but also those who are part of the wrangles here.
Actually, as in the fire, we don't arrest. That's a department of general duties. Ours is to fight the fire, but the issue of arresting...
Have you seen anyone being arrested at the time you came in?
No, to me I've been indulging in firefighting. Yes.
Okay, now we are in the festive season. This is a season that people have to keep safe in their homes, in their places where they will be hanging out. What are some of the words of caution that you can give to the people as they go into this festive season to keep safe in this period?
Actually, I'm encouraging the personnel, all the wananchi of Uganda, to be very vigilant on fire safety. When you're in the house or in this actually we are going to enjoy from, let us be with fire extinguishers. When we go in a place where it's converged, we must first know that that place was inspected in safety. If the place is not safe, don't enter. Let us take our safety precaution as a priority.
Okay. Afande, I want to go back to studio, but finally from you, maybe you've talked about the 14 vehicles. What other thing that can you tell our viewers here on Morning at NTV that is maybe has been lost here, but also any word that you want to tell our viewers who are on Morning at NTV, especially concerning this fire? Whether there is anyone who has been injured or lost of life, something like that.
Okay, for now, we can't sustain to say that we have lost life. We are going to, after fighting the fire, when we contain the fire, we are going to inspect. We move around to see that if there's a person who got burnt, but for now there's no person who have got any injured, and we have not yet got any information that somebody has got burnt in the fire. Okay,
your name, Afande?
I'm called Wakadala Areas. I'm attached to Fire Brigade.
What's your position?
I'm the Major Fire Headquarters.
Major Wakadala Areas.
Yes,
thank you so much for speaking to us. He's an officer from the Fire and Rescue Services of the Uganda Police, the Fire and Rescue Division of the Uganda Police. But here, this is the building that I've been talking about, Crown House at the Kubiri, just ahead of the traffic lights. If you know you are working from this particular place, and you're still at home watching us live at NTV, just to know that your premises are now being guarded by the UPDF and the police, because they don't want onlookers either to sneak in or for the fire to get into that particular office. But also the police officers assured me that for now they have not yet received any case of injury or someone who has at least died from this fire. At least property worth millions, we are sure, has been lost in this fire that is still raging on here at the motor workshop, but also furniture workshop. Stephen Imbidon Fefeso Chibuga with Brian Kayondo here on camera. We say thank you so much. We take you back to studio. We shall be giving you much more details on this story in our subsequent bulletin, that is NTV at 1, NTV Akawungezi, and NTV tonight, that is at 9 p.m. Back to you, Chris Igany in the studios.
For bringing us up to speed with what